Unless it doesn't.
I hope not. Also, Wi-Fi seems to be a lot better now that I have placed my monitor on top of my desk. So I think the signal...
Your monitor?
Sorry, my actual PC. I mean, my monitors are on my desk. But since I've actually put my actual PC on my desk, I guess because now there's nothing interrupting those little waves, you know. Oh, recording. I don't need to record.
Well, good news. We have audio.
And the bad news? Or only good
we
news?
have less money than we would like.
This is true. This is true. You are right. Okay, we're finally at Latter. March 15th, 12:07 a.m. Theatrum Neutralis. Library? Lobby. So now we know who the Yatagarasu really was. Yet, there remains much to this case that needs to be resolved.
Like how the weapons crossed country lines, for example. The two countries have incredibly strict security systems and entry procedures. Entry? Oh my.
Oh my!
Short of a miracle, it's impossible for someone to have snuggled them in. Don't you mean smuggled? I'm using code language. You can never be too careful.
Snuggling them in, huh? We will need to open a new line of investigation on just this aspect alone. But before we
Investigation? Oh boy!
How can you read my thoughts? But before we
Everyone can. Haven't you noticed?
I would like to go through my evidence once more. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been rearranged.
Hey, there's a VCR here, sir. We can watch The Nickel Samurai.
Wait, what's been removed? Oh, not my badge, obviously.
You know what else has been removed?
Go to my
mom!
Babel, Kodopian, counterfeit bills. Oh, cool. So everything about the ink is gone. Very good.
No more forbidden hair gel.
You read
Now
this.
we can finally watch your sex tape, sir.
My sex tape? You mean Daddy Bad's? This piece of evidence from the KG-8 incident hidden from sight for 10 long years. I just know that
I always knew you were down bad for Detective Bad, Lily.
I'm not. Why is Gumshoe the one talking to me?
Because I'm in your head. Haven't you noticed me?
Oh god.
We're all in here.
Oh no. I just know that this is related to the current case somehow. Defective Gumshoe, if you could please play the tape for us.
Sure thing, Daddy. I remember you used to object to me having Gumshoe call Edgeworth Daddy.
What else can I say? This man, it's Manny Cochin. And he's holding a key in his hand.
A key?
A knife? A key? I mean, like, listen. A knife can be a key, we have learned in this, so... I'm not wrong.
I'm just saying, look at what's in his hand.
A key.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
So you think your kitchen is full of keys?
I do. They unlock many wonderful secret rooms in my home.
They unlock the flesh of the animals you want to eat. This looks like footage from a security camera at the entrance of an apartment building. Also, okay, what do you mean he's holding a key? What do you think keys are?
Why are you being mean to me? Like, oh my god.
I'm not being mean, I'm dunking.
An apartment building? How do you figure that?
Unlike you, I actually read the summary file on the KG8 incident.
I actually know how to read.
Every day before breakfast.
I actually know how to read.
And the crime scene was the victim's own apartment.
So this footage was shot at the entrance to the victim's own apartment building.
At the trial, Mr. Faraday claims that this piece of footage existed.
However, no one could find it.
I could have found it. They should have asked me.
Oh yes, of course, Francisca, because you can do everything perfectly, right?
I'm glad you're finally willing to admit it.
That was sarcasm, Francisca.
A chasm full of sarlaccs?
Oh my god.
Yes, somehow someone was able to steal it and hide it through Mr. Ernest Amano.
I can see how this would have been a definitive piece and why someone would want to hide it.
But it's a piece of evidence from a 10-year-old case. There's no way it's related to this case we're working on now. No sir, no daddy.
Actually, I believe it has everything to do with the case we're working on now. The ringleader even went as far as to use Mr. Portsman to retrieve it, which means that in the video lies a very inconvenient bit of footage to the ringleader.
Where?
Wait, what was that?
Oh, it was my cock.
No, not that, the other thing.
Huh? What other thing? Besides my cock? You want to see my cock?
No, scroll past your cock, Gumshoe. I don't need to see you. The bit you just played just now. You know, the bit after your cock. Please show it to me again.
Oh, the other bit with my cock in it.
No, Gumshoe, the other bit! This car, this is something we cannot overlook.
Why's that, Daddy?
Look here, defective Gumshoe. Is that? Or the actual car itself?
It's either the guy in the back seat or the flag on it.
Take that!
It's probably the...
This is the national flag of the Principality of Cordopia. And because it has a national flag on it, we know this to be an official government car. But the question we should be asking ourselves is, what was a government car doing there?
Miss Von Carman, Mr. Edgeworth. So you were here all this time. Ambassador Alba. Thank you very much for continuing the investigation, even at this time of night. If only I was even a tiny bit more careful. This tragedy would never have happened. I am truly sorry.
This wasn't your fault, sir. This has nothing to do with how careful you were.
You idiot, Quirky! You couldn't chase after a simple thief! Now then, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. The real reason why I came looking for the two of you. I would like you to put the investigation on hold for a while. Can you do that? Or am I going to have to beat you into submission? Excuse me? I've heard you've apprehended the thief that turned this embussy upside down and set it on fire twice.
Why does his nose kind of remind me of Pinocchio? I feel like it will grow long or shorter when he's making a lie.
It's intentional. He's supposed to look like a tree. Remember that bush in his office?
Right.
And we are in the middle of an event celebrating our country's reconciliation. Or do you want us to get divorced all over again? We can't exactly have the police and defectives walking around here forever. Man, fuck the police. You're scaring the visitors away, so I hope that you can understand how I feel. Like gnarled old bark.
But we must finish our investigation and resolve the remaining issues.
Don't you mean investigation?
No, that is Gumshoe. He is a bad influence on me.
Why don't we leave the rest to the Alabastrian and bubbly police? Ambassador, we are so close. Just a little more and I don't care whether you come or not. I'm afraid I've made up my mind. And without my permission, you can't proceed with your investigation anyway, right? That's how that works? That's true. That is how that works. However...
As you said at the very beginning, this area can be considered to be Alabastian soil. which case we are nothing but foreigners in their land. Is that really where our investigation ends?
Hold it!
Shifu! We found Mr. Edward, sir! Shifu! This way!
Yo.
Hey, Lang!
Still wearing those stupid sunglasses, I see.
Agent Alpha, you're back on the scene rather quickly.
Aye. If I laid back and took a break, I'd lose the scent of my prey, Omega.
Agent Lang, why have you returned?
Because I have to solve this case, no matter what.
Well, I'm sorry to inform you. And don't take this the wrong way. I don't suspect you personally.
Sure.
However, a member of Interpol was just found to be a thief, so... Under these circumstances, I wish to put your investigation on hold as well. Don't read into this too much. After all, I believe our own police can handle things from here. They are quite capable.
At this rate, our investigation really will come to a close.
And Buster Alba, I get it. I really do.
I'm very glad you understand how I feel.
No, not that. What I was talking about is... I know who the killer is behind tonight's murder.
You... No?
The killer?
Do you really mean that, Agent Lang?
Yeah, wolves don't lie.
But they are
And I'm a
stupid.
wolf.
Oh! Then who is it?
Well, let me first say that I'm not talking about Mr. Cochin's murder. That was all she knew. Lang Ji says the truth lies not at the exit, but rather shines outside the horn itself. Truth is unexpectedly simple. So let me ask you this. Who do you think was Damask II's killer?
Oh. Oh?
It was you, Francisco von Karma!
Oh?
Click the R key. I'll tell you who. It was you, Francisco von Karma! I was the killer.
Hey, wait! But that's impossible!
Yeah, impossible! Although, that whip is actually quite, ouch, not me! Hold your tongue and that ludicrous remark you were about to make.
Agent Lang, are you seriously accusing her of murder? I know she's a bitch, but come on.
Yeah, I am.
Doesn't appear to be joking.
What was the word again? DD?
Oh, for little brother or little sister? Little sister is Mei Mei. Little brother is Dee Dee.
Okay. Hey, Mei Mei. I remember this. I remember that just before Aunt Buster Elbow went to give his speech. He called you into his office, right? For passing notes in class? Yes, he did, but what does that have to do with anything? I'm getting to that. Furthermore, in order to solve both cases, you moved around rather freely between Alabas and Babal, didn't you?
Objection!
And where is your evidence that I'm the killer?
Welcome back!
I was just getting to that. Trust me, I'll show them to you in due time. My nuts.
Whoa.
Ambassador Alba, in order for me to bring this case to a close, I'll need to inspect your office one more time. Will you grant me permission?
I'm gonna do it anyway, even if you don't.
With things as they are, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Good. Then let's transform and roll out.
I knew you were gonna make that joke.
Yeah, because we have the same brain.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and don't even think about running away, man. My puppies will be keeping a close eye on you. You can bet your bottom on that. Bet my bottom?
My bottom?
As if I would have any reason to flee. But just so we're clear, your logic had better be sound. Because I'll accept nothing short of a perfect explanation.
She seems rather upset. Not that I blame her.
I expected that you'd accept no less.
Her cat? I don't know, maybe.
No, he's a wolf.
Oh, yeah. Edgeworth is a cat.
But we'll see how long you can keep that nose of yours stuck up in the air like that.
Hold it!
Agent Lang, as someone related to tonight's case, I request that you allow me to take part. I'll even let you call me Omega if you do. So that
I was gonna do that anyway.
So that I may clean up my superior's mess. Fine. I'll call you my Alpha if you let me join.
You already should be doing that.
But I won't unless you let me join.
I guess I should. The more the merrier, especially when it's the penis gallery. I mean, the peanut gallery.
Ooh! Penis? In that case, I want to join it too! I still haven't seen what it looks like in Albas yet.
If you let Kay in, then you've got to let me in too, pal. I can't sit around and do nothing when Mommy Von Common's in trouble.
Hey, Gummy! Let's have a competition to see who can save her first, okay?
Okay, I'll take you up on that. Oh yeah, I'm fired up and raring to go.
As a defective, I don't believe this is something you're supposed to be excited over.
Sounds like this is gonna get real interesting.
If you laughed, I did not hear your ha-ha owl.
Yeah, I'm not bothering to laugh as Lang anymore because like raspy voice.
Fair enough.
And Ambassador Alba, I'll be bringing these kids along for the ride.
Very well. But I'd like you to keep in mind that this will be your last chance.
I'll have this whole mess cleaned up before you know it. Now let's go before the old man shits himself again.
What? Oh, so that's what that smell is.
March 15, 12:53 a.m. Albastian Ambassador's office.
Thank you for correcting yourself.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, now let's first go over the facts one more time. Moichido.
Okay.
Manny Cochin's body was found over in the secretary's office in Babel.
Okay.
The weapon that took his life was one of Alabast's ornamental knives.
Right.
And then, the body of Damask II, Mr. Casino. Was found here in the Alabastian ambassador's office. Through our investigation, we found that the murder weapon was this prime duck statue. And that this is actually Babal's statue. This case, no matter how I look at it, Mene, if it wasn't you, then there's no one else who could have pulled this off.
Objection!
Agent Lang, do you understand the full implications of what you're saying? Of course I do, Meme. And I'm serious. You were on the trail of the smuggling ring and you wanted any evidence you could find. And so, while people were distracted by the Yatagarasu's appearance, you snuck in here. That's when you two ran into each other. You and that other thief who took advantage of the confusion from the flyers. Even if all of that were true, how do you explain the movement of the weapons? Don't worry. I plan to show that you're the culprit behind that, too. You had permission to investigate both embusses at will. 2 for 1 special.
Oh, right.
With that kind of free reign, you could have... Hey, now. You could have easily taken the weapons across country lines. Hey, now. You were an all-star. Get the show on. Get paid.
All that glitters is gold.
Look, Meme. I thought I already told you. I'm not messing around here. I am not throwing away my...
Shot! Why do you write like you're running out of time?
Why do you write like tomorrow won't arrive? This case isn't directly tied to the smuggling ring. But Shinai is certainly tied to the smuggling ring.
He is right in saying that she is a member of the smuggling ring. However, the connection between this case and the ring... Could it not be deeper than what any of us can imagine?
We need to go deeper.
Uh-huh. We need to explore deeper.
Let's get this ridiculous circus over this already.
Francisca, you need to calm the fuck down. Because you only know the facts of the Alabastian side of this case.
Calm your tits, sis.
Calm your tits, sis. I don't believe you can see the case as a whole, and therefore solve it. I, however, know...
Oh, you would be talking about holes.
Well, I do like my boyfriend's hole. But besides from that, I know everything about the case because I've seen both sides.
Oh, you and your werewolf.
Not my werewolf. My phoenix, right. I love my phoenix. A werewolf is a side...
Is that why you've been
No.
Is that why you've been sucking werewolf not all game?
Listen, he's my side hoe, don't get it wrong. Anyway, don't worry. I am taking this seriously as well, and I will prove your innocence.
And I will prove that you're a little bitch. That's the only way to be, Omega.
Stop calling me that. I mean, you can since you let me come along, I guess.
But can you come up with anything else that can top my hypothesis?
I didn't even know you knew a word that big.
You know what else is big?
Your cock, I know, I've sucked it already.
Not!
Oh God, not nuts. Anyway.
My red rocket.
I can't.
Of course, your explanation has to solve the mystery of the moving weapons as well.
Of course, and I will. Let's now delve into the truth behind the murder of Damas II.
You do understand, don't you, Miles Edgeworth? This isn't just a confrontation against Agent Lang. If you can't figure out how the murder of Damas II is related to the smuggling ring, then it will mean the end of our investigation.
As long as I have no good counter-argument to his hypothesis, then the best I can do is walk the stim tightrope and see what I can do.
Come on, come on, Omega. Let's get this shit started.
Yes, let's get this shit on the go.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Border crossing weapons.
I feel like the lyrics of that song used to be different. Nope, they've always been like that.
Oh, yeah.
One of Albast's knives was used in Babel to murder Mr. Cochin. And the murder weapon in the killing of Damas II is Babel's prima duck statue.
Okay. Penetrate.
Somehow these two objects were able to penetrate the two countries' impenetrable security.
Lang, why did you change your tone when you said penetrate and impenetrable?
What do you mean change? That's just how those words are said, aren't they?
I'm... moving on.
Stop ignoring me!
Pay attention to me! Go on.
The only one who traversed the two countries just before and after the crimes was you.
So as long as I can explain how the weapons moved about, Francisco will remain a suspect.
You got it, puppy. So, why don't you stop giving me a hard time and just get hard for me instead?
Well,
under the circumstances,
too late
who
for
the
that.
fuck can carry a weapon across country lines? I've worked through every possibility, but there's only one that's plausible. Your big sister.
Agent Lang, what I've learned from you just now is that you've lost sight of yourself.
What are you talking about?
By focusing too intently on that which is in front of us, we will become blind to the truth. Don't tell me
Blinded
Lang
by
Ji
the
never
truth.
said anything to that effect.
You puppy. Who do you think you are, speaking about Lang Ji's proverbs like that?
I don't need his proverbs. Because my words are all you need to see the truth.
Don't need his proverbs?
He's insulted his
ancestor.
His ancestors are like,
Hold it!
I concur that this knife crossed over country lines.
Good, but that's not the only thing that did. We mustn't forget about the other weapon. The knife was the knife was the only one. I don't think I read that right.
We mustn't.
Oh, the knife was only one.
Yeah.
I inserted a phantom the.
And the murder weapon in the killing of the mass is Babel's Prima Dux.
Hold it!
So you're saying that the Prima Dux statue was also brought over by Francisca?
Like I told you before, that's the only way it makes sense.
Hold it!
And how exactly did she bring it over? Have you seen how skinny she is? She couldn't even lift, I don't know, a 10-pound weight.
Well, women have more hiding places than men.
Oh no.
I haven't figured that out yet.
That's a rather weak statement considering how sure you are.
Maybe, but there's one thing I do know for sure. You's a bitch.
And I'm your bitch, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. Impenetrable? I should hardly think so.
No, impenetrable. You gotta say it right.
You gotta say it right!
You speak this you speak this language, don't you? Say it. Impenetrable.
Impenetrable.
No, more sluttier.
I can't say that's slutty. What do you mean, slutty?
You've seen the top of the wall between the two countries, right? Who in the world could cross over that except for someone who could fly? And Francisca, aren't you always saying that you can fly?
Yeah, not even I could climb over that thing with all that barbed wire.
The only way into either Ambussi is through the doors into the Theatrum Neutralis. So the only way for the knife and the Prime Duck statue to traverse the two countries is through the security camera-equipped, well-guarded door.
Hold it!
Was Francisca really the only person to have traveled between the two countries? What about me, or anyone else? Or...
Well, he's talking about like at the time that Damas II was killed.
Yeah.
According to the guards at both doors, she is the only one to go back and forth. Maybe there was an alabast when the Yatagarasu showed. And then, just before you guys found Mr. Cochin's body, she entered Babel. I think we can assume that's when she brought the knife into Babel.
Objection!
Then how do you explain the Prima Duck statue?
Remember what they always say about assuming, Lang? I haven't quite figured that turn of phrase out yet. However, the fact that the two weapons crossed the border
Ling Ji does not say it, so therefore I don't understand.
proves that the killer must have also traveled across the country lines.
The only things to cross the border are the Prima Duck statue and the knife. I should hardly think that those are the only two items, Agent Lang. Okay, what is it that they was here? Let's see. Okay, so we got beam, cause of death, whatever. The blades, Yatsukarasu's knife.
I've studied the blade.
Babble. Cotopian.
Babble.
Counterfeit bill.
What if they were counterfeit bills instead?
Counterfeit? I mean, listen here.
I'm listening. Spit your shit.
No.
Speak your truth.
No. I didn't even look at these yet.
Ew, they've got poop on the ends.
The size of these things are rather eccentric for hair sticks. Huh? Really? Well, if they're that strange, what should I do with them? To say, these are by far the most bizarre hair sticks I've ever seen. In any case, Kay, there's something I've been meaning to ask. How exactly do you stick the hair stick of yours into your hair like that? That's a secret! Curiouser and curiouser. Ew. Wow!
Oh, it's got poop.
I wonder if it was in dirt. Hey, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. There's dirt on here. It's totally ruining the beauty of the hair stick, I suppose. Why is there dirt at the end of a hair stick in the first place? Not really sure.
Do. 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 Do.
What's a hint that? So the hint is that there's another item that crossed. Which would have to be the other statue. Right? I mean, technically 3 items were went over the lines. Technically, because you had to switch Babel's and Alabastian's statue first. That's 2 items that will cross. You know, and then the knife itself. But I don't know if that's...
Lang never claimed to be good at counting.
Yes, I don't know if that's what they're looking for. Maybe. I don't... I guess this statement, because it's 2 objects. So I have to do a 3rd one. I think those are the only objects that would have crossed. I mean, technically this note came from Cochin, so technically that also crossed over lines, but it's not like an object, so it's a different thing. I don't think anything else crossed. the samurai dogs, or whatever. That's whatever. Whatever. This, not yet. That's whatever. Oh, not too far. We don't know anything about this wire yet, so it's kinda... Again, it's kinda whatever. I feel like it was probably used... I don't know what it could have been used for. Besides from... like, stopping the thing from chiming or whatever. Not really important for this. Not important for this. It doesn't say that they were... Yeah. So, yeah, I guess it's... do I present this, I guess?
Objection!
Yep. Alpha, those 2 items are not the only 2 to cross the border tonight.
Aye, 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 aye.
The Master Second was killed with Babel's Prima Duck statue, yes. But if that's the case, then tell me, where did Alabast's Prima Duck statue go?
To Babel.
Precisely. And if the 2 statues really were switched, then this means that both statues were smuggled across the border at some point, which means that a total of 3 items were smuggled across the embassies.
I guess so, but you know what? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit the number of items, only that Mei is the only one who could have done it.
Okay.
Because the only person who went back and forth between Alabaster and Babel is her.
Is that really true? Was there no one else who traveled between the 2 countries? Actually, there was definitely another person. One who paid a visit to both sides of the wall.
Larry Bott.
Objection!
Is that really so, Alpha?
What a lousy time to try and bluff your way out of this. I checked out what the guard said, along with the security camera's footage. You're not going to overturn my hypothesis that easily.
But suppose there was some other way other than through the theater doors.
What other way?
The other entity that managed to cross the border unharmed. If I point it out, it would open up a whole new possibility. And though I hesitate to bring this out, as long as this entity exists, the impossible road becomes a possibility.
It looks like you've got some clever idea in mind.
I do. I can show it to you through a single piece of evidence.
Fine then. Let's see this piece of evidence that will show me this other route.
This evidence will show us another way to move between the 2 countries. Flying! Yes? Is this right? I assume so.
Take that!
Alpha, I'm sure you're familiar with this unforgettable photo.
Aye, 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 aye. That supernatural photo? Like I said before, humans can't fly, except for Franziska von Karma.
No, of course not. I understand that perfectly well.
And don't start claiming that Sheena somehow grew wings either.
I wouldn't dream of claiming that.
And I won't allow you to take back what you said either. I'll say it again. It's not humanly possible to fly through the air without wings. So you'd better have a good explanation for this, Omega.
Ugh. How can I prove who it was that flew through the air in that photo? Wait, not humanly possible. Eureka! How many...
No, I don't. I took a shower today.
Very well. You will have your explanation.
Sounds like you have a good idea simmering inside that head of yours. Let's hear it. The face hidden within this photo's blurry trailed shadow is... Larry Butts.
I can't present any profiles. What do you mean? I can't present Larry Butts, but it would have been funny. What is it? What is it? What is it looking for? I don't know. I know it's like, I don't know. My assumption is just like it's fabric or something. But it's like, you know,
No, it's a whisper.
right. I mean, you're right, Mikey. You're right, you're right.
You're right, you're right.
Okay, not that obviously. Not that obviously. I don't think there's anything in this now. Oh, it's just a picture. Okay, very good.
Just a picture.
A picture? A knife, don't care. Don't care. Can't be that. No. 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 Okay, so let me equip it. It's something. Okay, so this is during the Jammin' Ninja show. Very good. We put till the end of the show to put the fire out. Okay, so this is after. After then? Okay, I was just curious. Okay, I don't know. Do you remember the answer to this?
Nope.
Okay, safe.
Like I said, this last case is super long. So I don't remember. I don't remember every answer or even most of them.
That's fine. Yeah. I don't think it's any of these either. And it's not this. Is it gonna be one of those fucking things where I just have to present the piece of evidence again?
Would it make sense to present the piece of evidence again?
I don't know. Because I thought it would get me to present a profile, which I guess not, because it's like an object or something, an entity, as like, yeah, it's not human, obviously. Like, we kind of already knew that. He says, how can
I'm human.
He says, how can I prove who it was that flew through the air in this photo? Wait, not humanly possible? Eureka. Okay.
Is it missile?
Like, it can't be one of the statues. The statues are obviously too heavy to go through the air like that. If you're throwing it.
It's the samurai spear. It's the flowers.
I don't think so.
It's the guitar pick.
It's
the box of samurai dogs.
I don't think so.
It's the fountain.
I'm too stupid for this.
I think you're exactly stupid enough for it.
Like, is it... I don't know. I don't know where I've been told, but I'm getting old. don't know. Is it just is it a jacket once again? A flying coat? I love it.
Could it be? Is it she?
Yeah, I was like, maybe it's like the face him within this foe's blurry trail shadow is. See, that's just a weird thing that Lang's using for it. So now I'm like, I don't know which one to pick because of it.
And it's too late to make a safety save.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go present it again. And if it's wrong, I'm sure, Edward will give me a hint anyway.
Take that!
Okay. Yeah.
This is the face behind the shadow. I thought I said that you'd better have a good explanation. I can't make heads or tails of what you're trying to say with that. So turn tail and give me head. Come on, hurry up and show me what that shadow that's flying through the air is.
Even had you not barked at me, I would have gladly done so, Alpha. You go over it one more time. The man-shaped shadow that flew through the air, wrapped in the darkness of the night. Its real shape can only be this one thing.
Okay, I've got a stupid idea.
What? Go ahead.
Maybe it's one of those hair sticks being shot across the embassy from the crossbow.
No way. Oh, I forgot to make a safety save. Oh well. So, hair stick?
It's a crazy stupid idea, but this game has been crazy stupid. Nope. Safety save now. Now.
No. I feel like it's gonna be the most stupid answer. Or, like, we're just stupid. Tell me one of the two. Its real shape can only be this one thing. Is it one of the statues? I can't. Maybe. Okay. I'm not sure which one to present. If it's coming from... Wait, who's... Alabast is flower, so it's going into Alabast. If it's going into Alabast, then it's... I guess, would I present Babel's Reprotect statue?
Take that!
No? I don't think it is. Though we know that one of them was a fake, which does that mean it's later? Could you throw it if it's a fake? I don't know. I don't know what they're asking for, actually. This is the first time I've been, like, this stuck.
Take that!
Oh! Is it because it was a fake? Actually, let's... Because if it... I guess maybe because it's a fake, it's lighter? Could you throw it? I didn't think you'd be able to throw it that far.
Could you shoot it across the courtyard with a crossbow, with a hair stick fired from a crossbow?
I'm like... Okay, this is not what I thought. Like, I was like, Naturally, the shadow is the third smuggled object, the Prima Duck statue replica.
You can't be fucking serious, game developers. How the fuck were we supposed to figure this out?
The Yatsukarasu, or rather, Callisto Yu, dressed as Agent Sheena, was inside Babel. She dressed the replica statue up in clothes and launched it through the air.
Omega! You left out a very crucial bit in your explanation.
I know I
I did. She launched it through the air? Ha! And how exactly did she do that? Did she use the crossbow with the hair sticks?
He's literally baring his fangs at me. But he has a point.
Kind of hot.
How excited it move through the air like that? As long as this remains
He's
unsolved.
He's literally bearing his fangs at me. Kind of hot,
Not gonna lie, we won't be able to move any closer to the truth. Which reminds me, didn't he say this earlier?
I remember that just before Ambassador Alba went to give her speech. Oh, I'm a big fat dummy. I poop my pants all the time. He called you into his office, right?
So, just before the murder, Francisca was called here, right into this very room. If that's the case, then that may be another avenue I can pursue. Alpha, in order for me to answer that question, I will need to hear testimony from Miss Von Karma.
Oh?
Aye. What are you up to now, pretty boy?
Thank you for calling me pretty.
I know I am, thank you. Earlier you mentioned something of interest to me. You said that just before the murder occurred, Miss Von Karma had been in this room because Ambassador Alba had called for her. And for that reason alone, you believe her to be the killer.
Yeah, I guess I did say something like that.
In that case, I believe it is my duty to ask her what her side of the story is.
Ha! Do you really think a criminal would tell us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? How dare you! As I've said numerous times, there is absolutely no proof that I'm the killer. Miles Edgeworth, don't tell me you suspect me too.
I don't. You're a bitch, but you would never murder someone. However, I can't ignore the fact that you were in this room at one point in time.
Larry Potts.
We would all murder Larry.
Mary?
He is not white material. Shut up. We will all murder Larry Butts. Which is why I would like to hear about it from you. Francisca, I feel that I still don't have enough information. Which is why your testimony is incredibly important to the outcome of this case.
Alright. So, what would you like me to talk about?
I'd like you to please testify to your movements up until you came into this room.
Alright, let's try this your way for a change.
We always do it my way. Alpha. Oh my gosh. I can't speak.
No way, Alpha.
Way?
Are you out of your mind?
I knew you'd be fine if you landed on your butt.
Oh my gosh.
But if what she has to say turns out to be a waste of time.
Does that mean Lang is giving Leon and Edward is giving Ashley?
Are you going to draw them in those outfits now?
Oh, no! It's tempting. I have the ability. Oh no. If I decide to, I'll post in the server.
I have a great influence on you.
No, you're not. You're terrible. You're terrible.
I'll place her under arrest faster than you can howl.
As you wish. Movements in Alabasta.
Movements in Alabasta. As I said earlier, I was assigned to guard duty in the Alabastian embassy. Embassy, sorry. After I saw the Steel Samurai off on his way towards the ambassador's office, I returned to the Rose Garden. I never promised you a Rose Garden. For a bit, and checked up on the security situation.
What are you singing?
I beg your pardon. I never promised you a Rose Garden. It's a song my parents keep playing on like the radio and such.
Okay, very good.
I think it's country.
Probably.
After all the preparations were in place, I was called back by Ambassador Alba to his office.
Francisca, I want us to make this clear from the very get-go. So what I wish to confirm is that the only time span in which you were in this office was before the murder occurred. Is that correct?
Yes, of course.
I see. For now, the only way that I can see for us to break out of this situation is to ask Francisca about her testimony in more detail. So press! 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 I was assigned to guard duty in the
Hold it!
I thought your duty was to fact-find anything you could about the snuggling ring.
Yes, that was my job. But upon hearing that the Yatagarasu had sent a calling card to the embassy, Ambassador Alba called upon us to protect the embassy instead. That incident 7 years ago. Or have you forgotten what happened here back then? When Link was locked in the Temple of Time.
Anything related to the case we were involved in appears to be rather painful for her. It's not exactly one I can readily forget myself.
It looks like you remember the case after all.
Of course I do. I'm not an idiot.
I inspected every location, every possible escape route, and every aspect of the police's security detail. I did all that, then after that. Thank you, Raja. After I saw the Steel Samurai off on his way towards the Ambassador's office.
Hold it!
So you were at the theater as well?
Yes, and I suppose you were also there as well, watching that stage show with your girlfriend.
Not my girlfriend, but, well, yes, I was watching. So Francisca was there.
Well, after the show was over and I saw the Steel Samurai off, I returned to the Rose Garden for a bit and checked up on the security situation.
Hold it!
Why did you need to confirm the degree of preparation for even the speech?
For security's sake, of course. What other reason could I have had? No one knew just how the Yatagarasu had planned on getting in, right?
Yes, I suppose you're right.
And in the end, the Yatagarasu did choose to appear in the Rose Garden. Even if it did turn out to be nothing more than a shadow. The hedgehog.
The hedgehog?
Who would have thought that she would use a shadow puppet?
Calm the fuck down, Francisca. She must still be nursing a grudge over the fact that she couldn't figure out herself.
Anyway, there was no one in the Rose Garden. And we were aware that the speech was set to start soon thereafter. After all the preparations were in place, I was called back by Ambassador Alba to his office because I was passing notes in class.
At that time, the Master Second's body had yet to be found in this room, is that correct?
That's right. But Ambassador Alba was here. One could hardly miss his rather large presence. A criminal will say anything to get out of getting arrested. How do we know we are not lying? Well, if you need proof, I'd be happy to oblige you. Seriously?
Seriously?
Like I keep telling you. When I arrived at his office, Ambassador Alba was already here.
Lang, you're sweating buckets there. Calm down. It's okay. Oh my gosh. Lang! Lang! You're gonna sweat out all your liquid.
It?
No. That is disgusting. Sorry. Oh my god. I did not think you were gonna take it there, and you did. Okay. Very good.
So even you have limits, I guess.
Now if it was Leon. Sorry.
I take it back. You don't have limits.
He was standing by the flower box on the windowsill, watering his plants with his piss.
Ah, the plants are finally being brought into this.
I can attest to that. I remember speaking with the lovely lady around that time here in my office while I was pissing in my flower box.
Alright then, add that statement to your testimony, and let's hear some details.
So Ambassador Alba was in the room at the time, was he?
When I arrived, Ambassador Alba was watering the flowers on the windowsill with his piss.
Hold it!
For the sake of being thorough, I'd like to ask you something. How did you know that Ambassador Alba was watering the plants with his piss at the windowsill?
What do you mean by that? I could tell by the smell.
The entrance to the room is on This side, however, the window is on the opposite side. If what you say is true, then when you entered the room, his body would have been like a wall. He would have been blocking your view of what he was doing. It's not correct.
I suppose it was a bit hard to see around him, but again, I could tell by the smell. Fortunately for me, Ambassador Alba is not an immovable wall. I knocked before I entered, and as I did, he turned around to greet me with his pisser out. With his dick in his hand. So it's only natural to believe that he was watering his plants, right?
I suppose.
After his greeting, we spent a little time talking about his flowers. He had obtained them himself and is growing them with the utmost piss, you know.
Yes. The plants in this room, they are all like my children. I piss on them all equally.
You piss on your children?
Yes, it helps them grow. It's an Alabastian tradition.
God!
An Alabastian tradition started by me. It hasn't really caught on yet, though.
He's like, golden showers? Golden showers. For all my children.
The passion flowers in the flower box on the windowsill are growing beautifully too.
They've had the most
I
piss.
think they like the piss more than his children do. All 4 of them are in full bloom.
Miss Von Karma, what did you say just now?
I said that the flowers are growing beautifully. What about that statement do you not understand?
What do I not understand?
The number.
What do I not understand? I do not understand why a certain thing is the way it is. I'd like for you to append that statement to your testimony.
Very well. There were 4 passion flowers full of piss in full bloom in the flower box.
Hold it!
I'd like to confirm this with you one more time. There were 4 passion flowers in bloom in that box, correct?
Yes, I should hardly think that I could have miscounted such eye-catching flowers.
There must be a deeper meaning to this statement. And it appears I must take a gamble on its meaning for me to make any progress. Murdoch statues were already switched by the time the murder happened. In light of that fact, when Franziska saw in this room before the crime, is of incredible importance.
Objection!
Franziska, for some odd reason, your testimony contradicts with this piece of evidence.
It does appear that way. Ha! I knew it. I knew we could trust your words, Mimi.
Mr. Edgeworth! What are you doing discrediting Miss Von Karma like this?
Yeah, Daddy.
Stop calling me that.
If you keep this up, Mommy's gonna get taken away, Daddy. Eek! All I've done is stayed for this all. Also, stop calling me Mommy. It's creepy. You're older than me. I've not made a single mistake in my testimony. And for this, I'm still under suspicion for murder. Is the number of flowers really all that important at this juncture, Miles?
At the very least, it is in a contradiction in this enigmatic case.
Enigmatic.
Enigmatic?
Yep.
Okay.
Mysterious.
Yeah, I knew it was mysterious. I've never read that word out loud before. I've seen it in books. And I just say, it's probably this, and then I move on. Is that a good idea? No. Is that how I learned to read? Yes.
Everybody does that.
I have gotten a little better with it. Especially with, like, since I read a lot more, like, Chinese books. I want to know how to say them properly. So that, like, I'm not reading them incorrectly the whole time. So I usually look up how to say it. Like, when I get the name. And I look up how to say it. And then I listen to it a few times. And then I have it memorized after that. Or at least, like, in the best way I can. Because I don't like actually know Chinese. I just know how to say some words.
Which language do you think you'll become fluent in first? French or Chinese?
I hope French, because I know more French than I know Chinese, and Chinese
Yeah,
is...
but you don't read yaoi in French.
You're right. Damn! You're right! I got my French yaoi! Mikey! You...
Big brain time.
Oh no, you made the reason why I have to learn French. I have to find French yaoi so I can read French yaoi. Oh no.
Good.
Oh god. If I tell Leon this, he's gonna piss his pants because he's been trying to also get me to like focus on learning. Specifically, he's been trying to get me to focus on learning French and German because I've said that I wanted to learn German. And he's like, you literally can. It's like not that hard. I'm like, I know. And then I just haven't done it. And he's like, you literally know some French. Why are you not like relearning? I'm like, I will. If I tell him that the reason I want to learn French again is to read French yaoi,
He's going to look for German yaoi to show you.
he will. He will. He will. One that I find hard to dismiss as irrelevant.
Ha! Then let's hear it, puppy. What does the number of flowers have to do with anything? What does it prove?
I believe the answer to that will become clear if we were to examine that flower box. How did this contradiction come about? There must be something behind this discrepancy.
They're my beloved flowers. I've grown them with the utmost care.
The utmost piss!
So I ask that you please be gentle with them as you examine them and smell them, Mr. Edgeworth.
I will be doing no such thing, and I will be wearing gloves because, I don't want your old man piss, Alba. I understand. We'll rest time inspector every sus-looking nook and cranny. The name of these flowers, I believe they're called passion flowers. Despite being called flowers, they are actually a species of vine. Oh? They appear to be growing well and are well supported by these plant supports. Where one of the... Whoa, those look really interesting! Don't think I look like the strange... Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, but no matter how I look at it, it looks like there are only two here to me. You realize, don't you, Meme? Your little lie has failed you.
Miles Edgeworth? Hurry up and shut this man up for me already. Stuff your cock in his mouth.
I think not. Suppose I will need to use some cock to shut him up, won't I? Wait. What am I showing evidence of?
Evidence of how well your cock fits in Lang's mouth.
Was that? I don't know. Oh, yes. So a thing or two left to examine. I do. This patch of soil looks as though it had something removed from it.
Hey, what are you doing, puppy? Why'd you clam up all of a sudden? I'm still here, waiting for an explanation, you know.
Did you know, Alpha, flowers are best appreciated in silence, so shut the fuck up.
Ay, 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 ay.
Looks like two things were pulled out of this flower box. Okay. So, I just don't know if there's anything else. Because I assume this is where I present the hair sticks. But I'm just want to see if there's anything else before I, anything like... Oh. This flower box appears to be made of marble.
It looks that way. But so what? Is it something that's so important that you absolutely had to mention it?
No, not exactly, but...
Miles Edgeworth, you do understand our current situation, don't you?
Yes, of course. I am fully aware of the situation.
Oh, then in that case, allow me to ask you once again.
Oh.
Is what the flower box is made out of really all that important?
It would appear that the construction of the flower box is not that important. Piss! This piss can has a rather robust design. Mr. Edward! Why are you telling us stuff we can clearly see for ourselves? Plus, if you keep wasting time talking about that, Miss Von Karma's gonna get arrested! I examined something else. Okay, nothing else. I was just curious what else was here. I believe I have just the piece of evidence you require.
I believe in a thing called love.
Oh, you do you? You have such confidence in the face of your current plight, but I highly doubt it'll last until the end.
You howl like a wolf, Alpha. But we'll see if you have any bite to back up that bark after you see this evidence. The passion flowers reveal can be seen in this piece of evidence.
Take that!
Sheena, who was supposedly in Babel the entire time, had these hair sticks on her. They look exactly like the plant supports in this flower box. In other words, I believe it can be said that these hair sticks are in actuality support sticks for these passion flowers.
So what? Is this really all that important to the case?
Of course it is. It means that we found yet another item that was smuggled between the countries tonight.
Ayya!
Think about it logically, Alpha. These sticks were originally in Alabast, but somehow they wound up in Sheena's hands, who was in Babel the whole night. So make no mistake, these sticks were smuggled somehow, just like the knife and statue.
Very well then. I want to hear from you exactly how they wound up in Babel.
How did these support sticks find their way to Babel and why? There must be some reason as to why they ended up there. Aha! So that's why! Love to enlighten me. Alpha, if you would please take a look at this and tell me its shape.
Just another stick, isn't it?
And so it is, but the shape of the support sticks is what is important. For when they are used with something in this room, that's when it all comes into focus.
The samurai spear.
Oh yes, I'm sure. And the object that completes the picture when used with the support sticks is...
And Blister Elba's brother.
Now do we use the crossbow?
Shit. No, it's obviously the three knives.
The three knives. It's obviously the statue. It's obviously this. Yeah. Is it actually the crossbow? Bro. I swear. If it is the crossbow. I swear. I thought you were joking earlier.
I wasn't joking, but it is stupid, and it's exactly the right kind of stupid for this series.
That's a crossbow! Wait, you're not really fucking suggesting...
I am. And yes, it is stupid, but these hair sticks are rather plant support sticks. They do make for perfect arrows.
Crossbows don't shoot arrows, they shoot bolts!
Well, fine, bolts then.
That's stupid! You're stupid!
Done it! I found the common thread that connects the two offices! But this thread has yet to be completely untangled. Even using the arrows, how does this explain how the statues were transported? Furthermore, who could it have been who fired these sticks as arrows? There must be a common thread that ties all of these things together!
Uppy, hold up a second. You do realize what happens when you tie a statue to an arrow, to a bolt, right? They don't fly at all. Border Crossing, Part 2. So Babel's statue was draped in the Yatagarasu's clothes and then shot over here. Even if you fired the bolts from this side, they wouldn't go far with a statue tied to them. Unless the statue was like hollow or something, but what are the odds of that?
Oh yeah, definitely if it's not the fake statue. Though, I still think it would be too heavy, but that's besides the point.
I don't think I need to tell you that the prime duck statue didn't sprout wings even if it is a duck. Quack, quack. You are a realist after all, aren't you?
The prima duck statues didn't sprout wings, even though they're ducks. Do they look like ducks to you?
Well, it's right there in the name, prime duck.
Right. Of course they didn't.
Glad you understand. I feel much better already. I was afraid for a second that you were unaware of that crucial fact.
It's only crucial because you're under the belief that wings are necessary to this equation.
What?
You need to free your mind a bit more and let it fly like a bird on the wind. The prima duck statues...
Free my mind, like in the Matrix?
The red pill or the blue pill, Alpha?
I'm not one of those I'm not one of those right-wing guys, but I will pick the red pill.
The prima duck statue flew, but not on a wing. Allow me a bit of your time and I'll explain this mysterious phenomenon to you. Banana do 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 do. Hope you like that. Okay, thought you were draped in the
I do love you.
over.
Hold it!
But that incredible scene just happened to have been caught on film, resulting in this photo.
Ha! And what an incredible scene it was. It reminds me of Final Fantasy VII Remake. This photo was taken by a freelance photojournalist, right?
Yes, so I hear.
And not every photojournalist is known to be honest, right?
Especially when her name has lots of hearts, yes, I know.
Especially not the ones that sell photos of spirits and giant creatures to tabloids.
Especially when her name
Remember
is Lana.
Gordy?
Yes, I know what you mean. I've dealt with this bitch before. I've seen those sorts of foes many a time in court. But there have been times when those foes have turned out to be telling the truth. If you had ever stood in a court of law, you would know that it's entirely plausible.
You really believe the stuff you're spewing right now? A courtroom certainly is a strange place if what you say is true. But there really is something odd about that photo, no matter how you look at it.
You didn't fire the arrows from the side, they wouldn't go far with statue tied to them.
Hold it!
But we are in agreement that an arrow by itself would reach the other side, correct?
But just the arrow by itself is pretty meaningless, don't you think, Mr. Omega? Because the things they wanted to smuggle were a lot bigger than nothing.
No, that's not necessarily true.
What?
Why me right now? It's not further discussion, my conclusion. So launching my conclusions.
I could really use a wish right now.
Wish right now.
Wish right now.
What the Shiro wanted to launch with the crossbow was not the statues themselves, but rather something a crossbow can launch that can be used to move the statues.
If only we still had that coat in our inventory.
What the statues are they crossbow launch?
Hold it!
Maybe the guitar pick?
Yeah, that's maybe. Then the crossbow launch. Let me just show you the answer.
Well, come on then, show me what you've got, and I'm not just talking about your cock for once. But I warn you, I'll know when you're just bluffing. You go flaccid when you bluff.
This is what was launched from the Alabastian office with the crossbow. It seems hard. Okay, this obviously, I don't know, fell in the fountain or something like that. Like, I don't know. Which is why it's wet for some reason. But I don't know if this is what was launched. Why would it be launched?
Well, like it would have been clipped to the cloth that she shot across the courtyard, with the statue in it. Is my assumption.
That still sounds like...
Like this case has already shown it's willing to expect us to make massive leaps of logic, like with the prima duck statue.
Sorry. Okay, something that can be used to move the statues. The wire?
Take that!
I would love
That's a TV show.
I would love to know how the physics of this work. Anyway.
I mean, remember the cape on the bust in the circus case?
Oh, that's yeah.
remember the pendulum in Bridge to the Turnabout.
Yeah, we maybe physics just don't actually exist in this universe. Finally we have reached this point in our discussion. For I present to you that which we carried by the arrow from the crossbow.
I get it now, puppy. I can see exactly what you're trying to say.
Oh, I can see what's happening. What? And they don't have a clue?
They don't have a clue.
Who?
They'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line. Our trio's down to 2.
Oh.
Can
You feel the love tonight. It is where we are.
You're saying that the wire was shot to an arrow and then shot into Mr. Coach's office.
Oh, was it used as like kind of what's it called?
A zip line.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, zip lines do work. I would be strong enough. I guess it depends on like the type of wire that was used and where this arrow hit to that would give it enough like tug. And well, definitely the hollow statue I think could go over. But how would it get? How would it get back then? How would they do the other one then? This is crazy, bro. Crazy.
Away from the 5th floor of the Alabastrian Embassy.
Case is fucking stupid.
Down to the 3rd floor of the Babalese Embassy.
Honestly, I like this case up to this point. This is kind of stupid.
It's very stupid.
If what you're claiming is really what happened.
Well, it makes sense though. It's a case with Lang as the agent or whatever.
As the Asian?
Oh my god, agent! Why are you so mean?
I'm not mean. I'm just dunking.
If what you're claiming is really what happened, I can see how Alabast's Prime Duck statue could be moved. Gravity could be used to move the statue down the wire from the 5th floor to the 3rd floor. But then, what about Babal's Prime Ducks? What about Babal's Prime Duck statue? The dark shadow in this photo is clearly flying away from Babel.
Unless it was like, I don't know, shot down at a lower floor and then they brought it up to a higher floor. I mean, not impossible.
Going in the opposite way of gravity from the 3rd floor of the Babalese Embassy. up to the 5th floor of the Alabastian Embassy. How do you explain that?
I think I finally see how the gears behind this whole trick work.
Explain that with your science.
Alpha, the motion used behind this trick, I wonder if perhaps you have yet to envision how it works in your head.
Aye. Motion, Zordon? What motion?
Oh, physics stuff, I don't know.
You love physics.
What's a rotary motion? Is that like...
That's rotation.
So like spinning, like in the circle? This is the motion that was employed to smuggle Babel's prima duck statue. Bungee, which, boing. Maybe? Swinging. I assume it's bungee, but... I mean, I guess... Yeah, if the real statue was sent down to Babel, then, yeah, it makes sense they would have to do a zip line, because it would be too heavy. But I think the bungee could work for sending the Babel statue to Alabasta, because it's the fake statue, and if it's fake, it's probably hollow. Which means that it's probably, like, not as heavy, so maybe there's enough leeway that it could bungee back. But also, how's the wire, like, is the wire elastic at all? Because, like, that's the only way you're really gonna... Anyway, whatever. I don't know if... apparently that's wrong. That was my first assumption. It could... I mean, swinging is my second guess. I bet a bungee action was employed. Bungee action!
Bungee action? What,
So-
like Halo? Are you saying that the wire acted as a bungee cord and then the statue was hauled up?
That's a simple way of putting it, but yes.
Not so fast! Ha! Did you think about the weight of the statue at all? That thing is solid gold!
Well, I mean, it's the fake one. That's what I was thinking of.
Before that thing ever reached the office window, the wire would have snapped.
Yeah.
But okay, let's consider your idea and say that the wire has the elasticity required. If you fired that kind of wire from a crossbow, the arrow could come sailing back at the person who shot it. Talk about dangerous.
Nerd! He's absolutely right! Only time you'll ever hear him say that.
I thought this sort of thing was common knowledge.
Wait, is he gonna give us the answer?
I'm having a bit of a hard time right now dealing with a jurisdiction thief who lacks understanding of the most basic things like physics, Mr. Puppy.
Question for me, it appears that the alpha is correct, and you calm down and think through this once more. There's only one feasible motion that could have been used to send the statue up. Okay. Well, okay. Nope. Okay, I was gonna say, was it like a rotary? Like this? Is that rotary? Like spinning like that?
I can't. Okay, I can't see your face cam, but yeah, rotation.
It's not gonna be swinging. Bungee would have been funny though. I think bungee should work personally. Personally, it would have been funny. But Rory, yeah.
Personally,
I believe it's done via rotary motion. Two statue would transport simultaneously.
Simultaneously? For real? The statues would collide somewhere along the way.
Did I ever say that there was only one line of wire between the two offices? Ah. See, this makes more sense. But I guess, yeah. See, that makes more sense for rotary to me. If shot an arrow with two ends of wire tied to it, a circular belt can be formed.
Like G says, don't object and call a success what is beyond reasonability. taking into account the tension difference between the two wires.
This is too much physics for me. I can't. I hate physics. I can't. I don't want to.
At least it's not a word problem.
It is a word problem, though, Mikey. It is a word problem. I just don't have to do math. Still a word problem. I still have to figure out the physics.
Well, by that logic, every puzzle is a word problem.
Yes, but this is specifically a physics word problem.
The top one would sag too much to the point where the statues would collide anyway.
That's not... Well, no. Isn't it like, if I remember from my physics, when like, you know, you have rotary motion in like centrifugal force or whatever it is, is occurring. All the force is towards the middle. So if there is a heavier object, it will just like kind of fly out of the circle. Like they won't collide, it just flies out. And then it will keep going, because they go towards like the center. I don't know if that's...
Objection!
Alpha, as you know, the Prefect statue is a one-of-a-kind national treasure. The fact that that Babel statue is a hollow replica of the real statue would naturally be lighter than the real one, meaning that my idea is very possible. Also,
Like she says.
if one's heavier, it's gonna keep the circle going as well. And it's just gonna, because, you know, it's gonna keep the force going because it's like, meow, 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 meow. It's, you know. Here's what I believe happened. Miss Yu and her mystery co-conspirator set themselves up in two different rooms.
Conspirator.
Conspirator?
Yeah, as in conspiracy.
Oh. I've heard conspirator before, so. But I'll say conspirator, it doesn't matter. Co-conspirator breached the rooms by shooting the two ends of the wire down on one arrow. Then two of them covered the statues and proceeded to transport the statues. After the switch complete, another arrow was fired, carrying the other end of the wire down to Babel, where it was to be disposed of. And to do that, Miss Yu hid inside the grandfather clock. QED.
Quod erit demonstrandum. It's a Latin phrase that basically means, yeah. So that's that, bitch.
This proves it, right, Agent Lang? That I'm not the killer? Not yet, Meme. I still haven't had my dessert yet. Right, puppy? I'm gonna eat your ass.
The proof is in the pudding, as it were.
Chocolate pudding is a nice dessert, especially when it's not pudding.
That's disgusting, Alpha.
What do you want? I'm a wolf. We do that. So, do you think you can do it? Can you prove that what you said is what happened? Because remember, if you can't, I'll be taking a certain someone back home with me as a souvenir. Lang, no, you're supposed to respect women.
I agree that as long as there is no proof, my hypothesis remains just that. However, what I have laid out is no mere hypothesis, for there is one more piece of evidence.
One more? This should be interesting. You think you have a piece of evidence that will turn your hypothesis into fact?
Hypothesis.
Well then, let's see it, puppy!
Thing that made it possible to create a circular belt out of a length of wire. I believe that is right here in this very room. Now then, I believe this is what made the circular belt transportation method possible. The fan?
Swing from the chandelier.
Swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. Am I actually the answer?
Take that!
Ha! Looks like you dropped another bomb on us again.
The last piece to the trick are two pulleys.
Precisely. The ceiling fans double as pulleys in this case. Thanks to the fact that there is one installed in each of the offices, the ceiling fans made for the perfect pulley set for the wire to run on. This must be it. This is how the smugglers bypass the impenetrable security.
You really are something else, puppy. I bet you figured it all out already, haven't you? You know who the big hotshot that set up this real-life stage show is, don't you?
The person who set up this rather large and complex stage show needs to be someone who had foreknowledge of the existence of a ceiling fan in both the Albastia and Babylonie's offices, and that the passion flower support stakes could be used as arrows. The real mastermind behind this case...
Well, don't you dare make this wolf wait for his food.
Why are you so hesitant, puppy? If you can't say who it is, why don't you present something like you always do?
2 points of the finger here, and this case will explode into an international incident. However, it's already too late for me to stop the forward momentum. Appears that I have no choice now, but to rush in. There's a piece of evidence that will point us to who the mysterious mastermind is. What evidence are they looking for?
The guitar pick.
Probably. Is it now the...
Sticks. I don't fuck. Wait.
Nope.
And this is it.
Where's my real dessert? How long do you intend to keep it from me? I want my parfait! 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 Parfait!
Stop being so picky with your food! The person who concocted the trick used to smuggle statues. I should already have the piece of evidence that shows who that is. Just have to present it, no matter what the cost. What was your wait for? I don't know.
Is it the tape? No, wait, it can't be. Not at this point.
No, not yet.
It's really stupid that they don't let you just present a profile.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know who you want to accuse at this point, don't you?
It's obviously Kay, of course, naturally. Right? Yes. Obviously. I think so.
Serious answer. You know who we're trying to accuse, right?
Oh, it's either Polino or it's Alba. Are my thoughts right now. Alba's in this room.
Alright, and
So.
yeah, and does any of our evidence point to either of them?
I don't know. I don't know. Stop by. Gary Cross Line. Dollar smuggling. Bye-bye. Oh, I mean, this has his name in it. A possible answer.
It is really fucking stupid that they don't let you just present the profile.
I know, I don't understand. Not that. Okay. I'm going to assume it's this, since it has his name in it.
Take that!
The smuggling could not have been possible without the use of the crossbow. Furthermore, the arrows that were shot by the crossbow were plucked, as it were, from the firebox in this very room. They were planted so long ago that the passion flowers had the time to grow so big that Miss Von Karma didn't even notice the arrows when she visited this room today. On top of all this, the fact that the culprit knew that both offices had ceiling fans tells us the person had very detailed information on the embussy's layout. So, as you may have already guessed, the person I'm accusing of hatching this plan is the person who grew the flower.
Larry Butts!
Yes! Flowers of the... Who grew the flowers of the flower box with the utmost care. Thus, it can be only you. What is it?
Quirky Alba, as in Albuquerque.
Quirky Alba.
Are you out of your mind, puppy?
I'm certain of what I am saying, and I am sure that he is the culprit.
Tell me, puppy. What was the ambassador trying to accomplish by doing all that stuff you just outlined? Why in the world would he need to use a trick like that?
I'm sure you'll need to doubt me. However, there is one thing that stands out to me as very odd.
Just one thing?
That one single end result Ambassador Alba sought to obtain. If we were to examine the focus of this complex trick, I believe we'll finally find the answer to everything. Everything will become clear once we examine this piece of evidence.
Then...
They really are just giving us nothing. The one single end result Ambassador Alba sought to obtain. If we were to examine the focus of this complex trick, I believe we will finally find the answer to everything.
The statue itself? Maybe the fake statue has something inside it?
That was my thought, yeah. Okay. I probably can't save either. Sure.
Take that!
I would fully understand the reasoning had the situation been the reverse. However, to go through the trouble of swapping... Oh, I just realized that my camera fell. Wait, how long that fell for? Bro, stay up. Stay up! There you go.
I think they make a pill for that now.
However, to go through the trouble of swapping the real Prima Duck statue for a thing. I hate you. As is a very shady reason for such a bizarre action. Who better to ask for that reason than King Prima Ducks himself?
I see. Ambassador will be examining that statue now. With or without your permission, old man. Shoves him over.
That was very rude of you.
Oh. A shield, huh? There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about it. I bet it's supposed to mean that the guy is protecting something. Don't think it's supposed to have that deep of a meaning behind it. In that case, what are we wasting time with this for? Let's look at some other area. These are Mr. Cochin's fingerprints. The fact that they're on here suggests that the statue once belonged to Babel. So it was smuggled from Babel to Alabast, huh? Why was there a need for them to smuggle it in? Cause, oh, does it have fake bills in it? I wonder.
Why would you want real fake bills?
With a sword drawn like that, there is an aura of valor and bravery around King Prima Ducks. He looks so cool standing like that with the sword stuck in the ground in front of him. Maybe I should try and come up with some cool pose with a shuriken or something like this.
Shuriken.
I'm seriously beginning to think that her real goal is life is becoming a ninja.
Hey, puppy. There isn't anything particularly odd about the sword, right?
No, not really. I suppose we should examine a different area of the statue now. This guy kind of looks like the Steel Samurai, don't you think? Maybe it's because they look alike that he was picked to be the Goodwill Ambassador? I suppose that's possible. Take a look at this area around the base of the neck. It looks like a gap. Hey, you're right! Maybe it's meant to be some kind of secret? Perhaps it's possible to open the statue from this gap in its construction.
What? But I thought gaps were for buying clothes.
Hurry up and open it, puppy.
Alright, here goes. Whoa! It's the fake bills! Wow!
Nope.
Or...
Not bills.
Wow, it really did open up! What are those? Hey, Hey, what's that thing that fell out? I believe a more thorough examination is required. Okay, I'll examine it again. What in the? Is this?
Hey, is this what I think it is?
Plate for making counterfeit bills.
Oh, it's the actual thing that makes the bills themselves. Somehow it appears that we've at long last arrived at the exit to this complex labyrinth. We finally hold within our hands one of the counterfeit money plates, and the reason why the replica was smuggled into Alabas to begin with. This was found from within the fake Prefect statue Alabas smuggled into his country. They're working together. The Prefect statue can only be handled by the ambassador or the secretary, and the replica is nothing more than a hollow shell covered in gold. These two circumstances make the statue the ideal object in which to hide contraband. After receiving the statue containing the counterfeit plate from Sheena, the ambassador had the misfortune of accidentally running into the Mask II. Surprised by the thief, the ambassador raised the replica statue at the Mask II and... I love how he's still just smiling afterwards. Like, he's like, huh? I'm getting too old for this shit! Then, in order to frame the steel samurai of the murder...
It feels good to finally kill again. I missed it after the war.
He covered the samurai sword in blood. Well, Ambassador Alba?
You're the leader of the snuggling ring? My country is a mess. And it's all because of you?
You're the one who killed Damask II?
Answer us!
I never thought that you would figure things out to this level. However, there is one point I disagree with you on. The head of the snuggling ring was... coaching.
Quit fucking around! I have no sympathy for someone who would try to pass the guilt onto a dead man. If there's one thing I'm sure of, it's that you're the real ringleader, Albuquerque.
Not good to speak with such subjectivity, you know, Agent Lang.
Subjectivity? My conclusion is anything but, and is the result of logic and investigation.
Logic and investigation? Only seconds ago, you were ready to arrest Miss Von Karma.
You're an idiot, Lang.
See, this is something that I couldn't remember about this case. I couldn't remember whether he genuinely did think Franziska did it, or if he was just claiming that in order to get Alba to let them continue investigating. Because one would have been a cool twist, the other would have been completely in character for this idiot.
Yeah.
I don't think we can give such flip-floppy logic any real weight. You...
Twin buckets.
You're not about to lick it off because he's not Leon.
No, exactly.
It looks like you still don't get why I came back.
You came?
You came? Please don't tell me it was on my passion flowers.
They can only have piss. Come is out of the question.
I know this from experience.
You see, the reason I came back is so that I could sink my fangs into your wrinkly old neck and make a claiming bite.
Oh, God.
From the very beginning, my real target has been you!
What?
Agent Lang, I demand an explanation!
Sorry, Mimi. I didn't mean to put you through all that.
Yes, you did.
I knew you were innocent from the very beginning. Definitely.
Oh yeah. I believe you, Lang. Definitely. Wink, wink.
You did?
I knew that this whole incident had been meticulously planned and prepared for.
Yeah, I knew the whole time. The whole time. The whole time.
So naturally, the occupant of this room, Ambassador Alba, seemed the most sus. But without the Ambassador's permission, we couldn't get in to take another look around.
Ah, so that's why you put on this big show to accuse Franziska of the murder. Why your claims were more idiotic than normal.
Yes. Wait, what do you mean the normal?
Using Franziska as the bait, you were able to gain us entry and investigative rights.
Yeah, if I hadn't done that, I doubt the Ambassador would have given the okay to poke around. So that's what all this was about. Very well, I will forgive you. But in exchange for using me as bait, give me your phone. You will take some responsibility and help us find the truth, and give me your phone.
Alpha, for giving me such a great opening, I thank you. I'll suck your cock only once later.
Aye. You know, I just knew, puppy. That somehow if we were able to find some proof by investigating this room, that you would be able to figure out the real culprit with your special brand of logic.
The evidence detectives collect combined with the logic of a prosecutor. That's just as it should be in a prosecutor-detective team, right? Or, if you would prefer, an Alpha-Omega team?
I don't know anything about Omegaverse shit.
What? That's the biggest plot twist of this entire game! Lady actually knows nothing about the Omegaverse!
But one thing I do know is that I'm itching to see that old man get what's coming to him.
Ho. You're quite scary when you want to be, aren't you?
Hey, you were the one who was planning to use me to push all the guilt onto the sis. But unfortunately for you, you misjudged me.
Agent Lang, I wish for you to stop trying to intimidate me. All you're doing is arousing me. What we need right now is evidence and proof and condoms. Many condoms. I wonder if you have what is necessary to prove that I am the head of the snuggling ring.
Objection!
Don't be such a sore loser. If you really are the head of this snuggling ring, then you should acknowledge your crimes with dignity.
Dignity? That is nothing more than a fool's insincere display of strength. If you really wish for me to acknowledge my crimes,
You're indirectly acknowledging them by saying that.
then I would like to first see some of this thing you call evidence.
Evidence.
Ah! I tell you, I knew nothing. Really. I didn't even know that a counterfeit plate was hidden inside that statue.
You swapped a real statue that vested in your country the authority to rule for a fake. It doesn't make any sense that you didn't know anything. I call bullshit.
It doesn't make sense. Where doesn't it make sense? Can you prove that it doesn't make sense?
Kurt!
Fuck off. Oh, we're pretending he's really got us with that, huh? According to the writers, he's turned the entire situation around against us.
The proof that Interpol happened after, which points to this man as the ringleader. If we can somehow find that proof now, then we can see to it that justice finally served. Is there nothing I can use to break this case wide open?
I'm remembering now. This game is like near the bottom of my Ace Attorney rankings.
Trump cards.
Specifically because of how long this case drags itself out, and the lengths it goes to do that dragging.
Yeah, it could have not. It could have not, but it's fine. It's honestly fine. Like, it's still Ace Attorney. Like, it's still, like, I found most of this case fun. This part's kind of...
Yeah, even the worst Ace Attorney game is still great, but, like...
Yeah.
This is near the bottom.
The trump card and the videotape. With those two items, we might be able to finally bring this man down. But card is evidence from a case that Mr. Faraday hid away in secret, and the tape was stolen by Detective Bad from the police. They're both illegal evidence. No matter what, Protector of Law can't be allowed to use such pieces of evidence.
Needless to say, evil commerce are commanded to achieve nothing but victory. And more enemy is necessary.
Oh god! Wait, so...
The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so after the court.
I'm so glad this is what's,
That's what we thought at the time!
Oh my god. This is what, canonically, they sound like in Edward's head. I am no longer follow the path of Manfred von Karma, because he's dead. I won't follow the path of the Yatagarasu. This leaves me with what? What creed will I believe in? If I want to pursue the truth, then I will solely my hands in illegality?
Illegality.
Illegality? If I want to pursue justice, then I will lose the truth. What is the law, and what is justice? What path is a prosecutor supposed to follow?
These are not questions you want your lawyer to be asking.
No, they are not. Ah, what do you think, Mikey? Use the trump card or don't use the trump card? I wonder what the correct answer could be. That choice is one I must make by my own hand, here and now.
Use the crossbow.
There's no... There is a third answer! There is a third answer! Become a murderer. Come on, I believe in you, Edgy! There's no limit to the law. Any limit that exists was set by a man. The limit does not exist! When a person goes beyond the limit, then the law, too, crosses into new territory. For what reason were laws invented? The answer to that is what I must now show! Okay. Calm down, Edgeworth! Jeez, he's going, like, a different direction. Like, this is not the case to break all cases, believe it or not. This is, like, we're good. We're okay. Ambassador Alba, I wonder if you might recognize this.
Ooh, I wonder what that card is. I've never seen that before in my entire long life.
It's a directives card used by the leader of the ring to relay instructions to his subordinates.
Oh, is that what it is?
This card was sent to the real culprit behind the KG8 incident 10 years ago. A man by the name...
You seem to know an awful lot about this card. Maybe you're the head of the snuggling ring.
We're not doing this. A man by the name of
Or are we?
Mr. Manny Cochin. The writers did not intend for that.
Oh, so why do you have such a card in your possession? Are you the head of the snuggling ring?
I am not, because it was hand-delivered to me by a certain great thief, the Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu gave that to you. Don't talk nonsense, and let's be serious, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you have any proof that the card contains directions from the ringleader?
I'll have you know that the card is not the only thing I was given.
What?
This contains security footage that was shot just before the start of the KG8 incident.
The KG8 incident?
The cards in the video. These two pieces of evidence are what will seal your fate.
Seal? How very interesting. I must admit I am very curious now. Very bi-curious indeed in these case-deciding pieces of evidence you've presented.
The prey of the Yatagarasu has been chasing all this time now stands before me. I can't allow this man, who has had free reign for 10 long years, to simply walk away. Now's the time for me to bring to fruition the valiant spirit that was given to me.
Valiant.
Okay. think this is a good time to end, but I just don't know how much is left. Is there enough for another?
Enough for another stream. At least, possibly even 2.
That's crazy. That's actually insane.
I keep telling you, it fucking drags itself out.
All right. Well, maybe we'll finish this game on Friday. So that will be it for me tonight, Twitch crowd. You can join me with this again on Friday, where like we may finish the game, we may have another stream, depends on, you know, how
we may finish this game next Wednesday.
Depends on how ooped I am. And you can join
how ooped the game is.
Yeah, exactly. And you can join us tomorrow on Mikey's channel, twitch.tv/MikeyBuster, for a Believer playing Resident Evil 4 remake tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah, unless Imaginary's plans change.
Yeah, and then we'll be doing 13 Sentinels, so join us to see what happens. Yeah, that's
You'll
it.
have a good time either way, I guarantee it.
Yeah. Alright, love you all. Mwah. Bye!
Bye!